Hey, today I made a foot switch for my Ampeg SVT 7 Pro out of some parts that I bought from Radio Shack that cost about 10 bucks and an old Dan Electro distortion pedal. The reason for this foot switch is so I could mute my amp in order to tune it without having to reach down and push the button on the front of the amp. So this is the foot switch that I made today. It's got the on-off switch on it that I bought from Radio Shack. It was, I want to say $3.99, something like that. That's just an on-off switch. You don't want a momentary switch, you want an on-off switch, okay? I couldn't use the switch for the distortion pedal because it's more of a momentary switch. The switch is actually built into the circuitry in the pedal, so this wouldn't work, so I had to go out and buy another little switch for that. And this is what the inside of the pedal looks like. As you can see, I just got my switch here, and it's just got two terminals on there, and it doesn't matter which side you solder the ground or the shielded wire to. It doesn't matter, it's just one or the other, and that'll make it switched. And I just had to drill a hole in there and mount it, and that's how it works. Tied a knot in the I tied a knot in the cable to make sure that it wouldn't ever get pulled on too hard and pull this connection loose, and that's the inside of my switch. This is the 1/4 inch TRS input 1/4 inch that I bought from Radio Shack today. It's got the tip, the ring, and the sleeve. All I'm interested in is the ring and the sleeve, because the tip would power the on-off switch for my effects, and I'm not interested in switching my effects. I just want to switch the mute so I could tune my bass. And on this thing, you can see it's got this is the connector for the tip, this one's for the ring, and then the bottom one here is for the sleeve. Okay, so I just soldered the main ground wire to where the sleeve is, and then the insulated wire, I just soldered it to where the ring goes. Okay, and so when I plug this thing in, it's just going to act like a on-off switch for my mute button for my amp. All right, so now I'll show you how this thing functions and what it's really supposed to do for me. Okay, right now it's muted. You see the little red lights on the amp? Okay, and that's my tuner up here on the top. So right now I could tune my bass. Okay, and you can't hear nothing. As soon as I step on the foot switch, you can play the bass as much as you want. But as soon as you step on that mute switch, the little red light comes on, and I can tune to my heart's desire without anybody hearing me. And then whenever it's time, I can click the little button and the red light goes back off, and then I'm ready to play again. All right. So I hope this video might have been informative enough to help you in order to build your own distortion pedal foot switch that might save you 60 or 70 bucks. These things are not cheap, and all they really are is just some basic wiring and an on-off switch. There's really nothing to it. And if you have any problem soldering, just try it out. It's not that hard. Just try to not get your piece too hot first, and you won't melt anything. I've done that numerous times. Just live and learn. The parts only cost about 10 bucks, so it's not the end of the world if you ruin the first ones. The 1/4 inch TRS plug that I bought actually came with 2 in the package, so I have an extra one now that I can use for something else if I ever need it in the near future. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see what I can do when I get to them. Thank you.
Out there on the streets, never stopping to look